House Bill 394, an act relating to the Fish and Wildlife Resources Commission. Representative Massey.
Gentleman from McCracken.
Mr. Speaker, I yield to the gentleman from Boone, 66, for explanation of the bill and motion thereon.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Boone for explanation of bill and a motion thereon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 394 deals with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Currently, they have been essentially operating without a commissioner based on some events that transpired last year. The commission should be able to hire and or fire the commissioner after going through the Governmental Contract Review Board. Last year, if you may recall, the commissioner was given a 2-year contract by the commission, and then subsequently the governor imposed a 1-year contract. There was a dispute regarding the same, and the commissioner is no longer in the office, let's just say. It should be the commission's prerogative, those commissioners are appointments of the governor, to hire and to fire and to direct the operations of the commissioner. It's very difficult to operate in an environment where you not only have to answer to a board, but you also have to answer to a second power. Much like the Kentucky Department of Education, which can hire their commissioner. We want the commissioner of the Fish and Wildlife Department to be hired by the commission. Of course, they could terminate that person if they don't live up to the standards set by the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. With that, I would ask the clerk to report the House Floor Amendment 1.
Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 394.
Gentleman from Boone.
This House Floor Amendment 1 adds an emergency clause to this bill. Because the commissioner they've not had a commissioner, if you will, and have been operating in the interim with assistance from the other leaders within the department, we would like to add an emergency clause so that the commission can hire their commissioner and get about the work they are doing. If there is no questions, or if there are questions, I will answer. If there are no questions, I would move for passage of House Bill 394 as amended by House Floor Amendment 1.
Need to adopt the floor amendment first.
I apologize. I would move for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Boone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If there's questions, I will answer them. Otherwise, I would move for the adoption of House Bill 394 as amended by House Floor Amendment 1.